Hey guys, I'm Brannon Knight. I'm the director of the Lonely Savannahs Initiative for the Orianne Society. And out here on the Orianne Indigo Snake Preserve today and really mowing rows, just doing a little preserve maintenance. And I thought, so I'm mowing a road, what we call Bluff Road, and it's down here on some mesic pine flatwoods, and then it transitions down into a wet savanna, some pitcher plants, just a really cool piece. And for those of you who follow us, back in, I don't know, month or so ago, we had a social media post on that I posted in regards to this piece about night burning. And I'm actually sitting in the spot where those videos were taken. And so I thought it'd just be really cool to kind of show you how this piece is shaping up. So it's September. We burned this piece May 1st of this year, and it was a 4-year rough. So meaning it had not seen fire in 4 years. And that's not ideal. And honestly, it was a piece that we missed. And but we stepped up to the plate, and we hit a home run this year on it. And I could not be tickled enough with it. And so I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what kind of fire effects we got, how this thing's shaping out about June, July, August, about 4 months, actually exactly 4 months post-fire. So I'm going to turn this around. All right. So you can see it is just gorgeous. And all of this, you can see all of that top kill there. All that brown is just top kill, which is exactly what we were looking for. Beautiful ecological effects. I'm going to do a post at some point too, and kind of dive into a little bit more about pitcher plant ecology and these pyrrhic wetland sites that require fire. But that's going to be later. And we even got fire into that habitat on this particular unit. And so one thing really cool you can see, so this all right here, this is what we call a rookery pond. It's a ephemeral wetland, and we call it a rookery pond because every year we get a lot of cattle egrets, wood storks, and they use it as a rookery pond. And so in the past, before we started putting fire back into this piece, it was very, there really was not much of an ecotone. It was a very hard line, if you will. And there was not a transition piece from a pyrrhic type plant community transitioning down into this ephemeral wetland. And so you can see, I mean, yeah, there is this, essentially this hard line, but it has just came just so far through the years. And I think this piece, if I remember correctly, I think this piece has had three fires on it. Yeah, it's had 3 fires. And the idea is to we're just hammering this edge, and we're just knocking that edge back. And every year we're just making more and more progress. And so you can see all through here, all this, it's just all this beautiful fire effects here. Turn around and let you see this. So all of this, I mean, from where I'm sitting, all of this here used to just be I mean, you couldn't see. It was just so overgrown. And it is just beautiful. And I thought I'd take this opportunity too to show you something really neat. And I've harped on this in the past. And so right now I'm actually sitting on an old, you can see this right through here. This is a temporary fire break that we put in. And we use, this was done with a mulcher and a modified hay rake. And the beauty behind this is let me get off. I'll just show you. The beauty behind this is it's very low impact. Little to no soil disturbance. Does not alter the plant community in any means. And what this does is allows us to temporarily put a break in, and and then forget about it if need be. And the reason why we have a break on this piece is because all this slash pine that's right here on this ecotone, there's a lot of duff buildup, a lot of organic material from bark sloughing off, needles, twigs, etc. And that is, it's just taking a while to decay, and so it builds up around the base of the trees. And if we catch that on fire, we can potentially girdle and kill the trees. So we have to catch it on a fairly on a really tight prescription. So it's like all of this habitat out here needs to be ready and primed for fire and burn, but at the same time there's still enough moisture to where this duff is saturated. Typically what we look for is about 79-80% moisture levels in the duff, and this piece was just right. And so we just used this line as a well, it was a contingency line, but also just allowed us to get around a unit. And it is just it's an awesome way to do things, in my opinion. And it's just extremely valuable. And I mean, you can see here, I mean, you can see where we've drove the Polaris is through here. It's almost like a little 2-track. But just imagine if this was a disc, you know, if this was a disc line or a plow line. And I mean, it would just be nasty. And not only that, herbs moving in and out of the wetland, it'd be hard for them to get across it. And it just makes sense. And so this piece is just, it's just one of those pieces where you just come back and you watching this thing shape and mold post-fire. It just makes you tap yourself on the back, to be honest. And it's just all. This is the beauty of being able to basically stay on a property and see it develop over time. And this piece has came in a long ways. From the main road out here, what we call Bluff Road, used to 3 fires ago, you could be on that road and you cannot see through this unit to the property line. So turn the camera back around. So you can see this opening here. That's the property line there. And you couldn't see through there. And it was water oak, I mean, you name it, just bunch, sweet gum. It was all in the mid-story and had a pretty dominant mid-story. And now, I mean, just look at it. It is just, it's beautiful. It's a huge step in the direction that we're wanting to go. So, you know, please, thank y'all so much for y'all's support. Keep following us, and you know, it's pretty exciting, at least to me, seeing how these particular pieces and the preserve progresses in the step that we're wanting to go towards our restoration goals. All right, guys, we'll see y'all later. Thank y'all again for y'all's support.